Are you traveling to the Space Coast with children and looking for free and affordable things to do? Freedom Champagne has you covered. We explored the Space Coast by checking out different affordable family activities. Yes, you can check out the most obvious Kennedy Space Center Museum and other attractions that cost a lot of money. But we opted to explore the Space Coast as affordable as possible by checking out these six places that are either free or have a small entrance fee. So let's get started. Explore Cape Canaveral. From our campground, we took a 15-minute drive to explore where all the big ships come in. It's free to park near any of the restaurants right on the dock, see the big cruise ships come in and out from up close. Our 2-year-old really likes seeing the cruise ships. We ate at one of the restaurants and sat right on the top deck. We had amazing views of the harbor and would highly recommend checking it out for any family traveling through the Space Coast. Visit the famous Cocoa Beach. We asked a local friend where the locals park when they go to the beach, as I wanted to avoid having to pay for parking in Cocoa Beach and I didn't want to be in a touristy or very busy place. So we parked at the Cherry Dawn Park for quick access to the beach, and it was amazing. It was not the warmest day, but we were still able to run around, look for seashells, and experiment with our drone. So I hope you enjoy the drone footage and keep watching as we're going to be talking about tip 3, 4, 5, and 6 of where you should check out for family-friendly activities on the Space Coast.
My love's got a humor. She's a giggle at a funeral. Was everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every sun is getting more bleak. Fresh poison each week. We were born sick, you heard them say it. My church offers no absolute. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be with you. Amen. 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 Take me to church. I worship like a dog in the shroud of your light. I'll tell of my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Oh, for me that yes is dead. And good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I worship like a dog in the shroud of your light. I'll tell of my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Oh, for me that yes is dead. And good God, let me give you my life. I'm a begging of a good times. My lover's in the sunlight. Keep the goddess on my side. She demands a sacrifice. Trade the whole sea, get something shiny, something me for the main course. That's a fine looking high horse. What you got in the stable? We've a lot of starving faithful. That looks tasty, that looks plenty. This is hungry work. Take me to church. I worship like a dog in the shroud of your light. I'll tell of my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Oh, for me, my best is dead. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I worship like a dog in the shroud of your light. I'll tell of my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Oh, for me, my best is dead. Good God, let me give you my life. No masters or kings when the ritual begins. There is no sweeter innocence than Argentine.
Welcome to the Manatee Sanctuary Park. This is a nice boardwalk to rock alongside while experiencing the real Florida. There's plenty of different bird species, and we even saw turtles. Lucia, our 2-year-old toddler, really liked this park. She enjoyed interacting with the animals, running around, and then playing on the play structure. We highly recommend families traveling with children to bring them here to burn off energy and have fun seeing what Florida parks have to offer. And of course, it's absolutely free. So, who doesn't enjoy a free family activity to do while on the Space Coast? The Sebastian Inlet State Park is one of the most famous state parks on the Space Coast. So, we had to make the trip down for the day. It was about an hour and 20-minute drive from Titusville to the Sebastian Inlet Park all the way down south of the peninsula, and it was totally worth it. So while it's not
Wow,
free
it's
to come
really,
here, it costs
really
$8
rough
per car
weather,
to get
but
in.
it's warm.
And I have to say, it's totally worth it. It's definitely an
Come on, baby.
affordable, family friendly activity. There was absolutely no one there when
Wow,
we
at the
got there.
beach.
The beach was so big, and there were big, big waves, as long as really big seashells that we enjoyed picking and looking around. We didn't go into the water fully, and I'm glad we didn't, as like the waves were really crazy, but we still got to walk around. So I recommend visiting the boardwalk first, and you go there by going past the bathrooms, past the restaurant. And then we crossed over to the other side where there's a shallow beach and you're able to see lots of different species of birds, and we even saw dolphins swimming. So do not miss out on visiting the Sebastian Inlet State Park. Then you can get over back into your cars and go over the bridge. There we found a lot of fishermen, boats, birds, and the campground itself. So this is an awesome campground if you get a spot to camp. You see how big the park is from our drone footage. However, being on the coast like that, I would imagine that it does get chilly at night. But if you can score a campground here, I totally recommend it, as it's $20 a night to stay in a Florida state park. And there is so much to do here. It's amazing. her daddy exploring Florida.
Florida.
You like Florida?
You like it here?
You see birds? So if you don't have much time or the weather isn't great, we recommend just driving through Cocoa Beach. On our way from the Sebastian Inlet State Park, Google Maps recommended that we take the highway back through the mainland, but we stayed on the peninsula and we were very happy we did. Look, we got to see this dog, St. Bernard, driving in the back of the pickup, and we got to see all the famous stores, like the Ron John Surf Shop in Cocoa Beach. So even though we didn't walk around, we still got to drive through. So if you are staying in Titusville or anywhere on the Space Coast, I recommend visiting the Chain of Lakes Park to see wildlife for free. In Florida, there are countless tourist attractions claiming to see the real Florida. Most of these places charge like $50 US per adult. And we were supposed to go to an attraction on this day, but instead we opted to visit this park, which was honestly an amazing experience. As we've really learned that you can see the real Florida by visiting the state and municipal parks. In this park alone, we enjoyed a 45-minute walk with our family. We saw lots of birds, of course, and 5 gators. We finally found the alligators. And yeah, they are in those fancy parks too, but they're also in municipal parks just like this. And they don't come to attack you or anything. They're doing their own thing. They were far away. Nobody was injured in making this film. So there is a nice observation tower to climb and several bridges to walk over. For things to do in Titusville and the Spice Coast, I'd recommend bringing your family to the Chain of Lakes Park on the Space Coast. There is also a playground for the kids here and lots of baseball diamonds to explore. Definitely check it out. So there we have it, my friends. That were 6 family-friendly activities to do for free or for an affordable price in the Space Coast. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more family fun RV travel experiences.